Hey, good evening, you guys. It's a small but mighty group here. We're going to share a few ideas in the next 10 minutes with you. So, thank you for taking time and pushing play or replay or joining us live to contribute in the conversation after this recording. The most important thing that we're going to talk about is, what does November smell like to you? To me, it smells like money. We are all here for it. This is the time of year we want to get that PRV high. We want to see that paycheck on December 10th. And I wrote down some ways that I have done this in the past and what my plans are for this month. And then Lauren is going to chime in and tell us some things that she's doing as well. The most important thing right now, the number one thing that you can do for yourself and your business is stay in front of people. We have 3 ways we like to do this. Lauren, you want to talk about the 3-tiered marketing system that we've been using?
Okay, so Scentsy has, especially for those of us that have been around for a while, we've all gotten used to this, but we have totally pivoted from our old marketing plan, which was 2 times a year we had a catalog and we had a warmer and scent of the month, and there you go. Isn't that exciting? So now we have these weekly releases, and that's the way that consumers like to purchase now. If we were to give this audience now who is can only pay attention to things for the amount of time of a reel, just here's a big catalog to look through, and that's all you get to look through, we would not be doing so well. So, hands down to Scentsy for giving us these opportunities. And it's up to you to share these with your customers. You do not decide if they're interested. You do not decide if they have enough money to spend on this. It is up to the consumer. And I can tell you right now, if you're not staying in front of your customers, if you're not using your 3-tiered marketing program, they are going to spend money right now, and it's not going to be with you. People are spending money. It's the holidays. They want their homes to look and smell like Christmas. They have gifts to give. So you have got to stay in front of your customers. The easiest way to do this is to use your 3-tiered marketing system, which is social, email, and text. You really have to be in your stories daily. I can say I certainly have been slacking on this a little bit lately, so I've got to get back to it. So I know Shelly does this too, but I actually work with a coach at Scentsy. So, and that was something she mentioned to me today. You have to be in your stories. And it's not a flyer, buy from me. It is, you have to share things about your life. You need to give them these tidbits about how to use their warmers, how do you change your wax. I'm telling you, every scent event I do that I share and I put it in my stories too, and even people pay attention to my stories all the time. When I share that they can look at their dish for how many cubes of wax, that's a huge difference. Or spritzing your bed. You guys get it. Think of yourself as more of an influencer than in my stories. I'm just going to say buy from me. That's not really the place to do it. You want to give, and then throw in a little bit of, hey, this is launching. So stay in your stories, do your regular social posts. Again, represent yourself, show Scentsy in your home. People like you. And the more that you're showing how you use this product, the better it's going to go. Okay, so then your email and your text, that's going to be where you can get salesy with things like just a regular, hey, this is launching, buy from me. Your email system, if you're not using another program, guess what? That's okay. You can email for free from your workstation. So you need to utilize that. And if you don't know how to, ask us. We can show you. It's super simple. And then third, you need to text. So back in the day, I literally had on my phone like the people's contacts, and I had a tag for them if it was a person I wanted to text. It was like a VIP customer. And I would sit and send every single text out. You can do that. There's also programs. If you're going to spend money on one thing in your business, Project Broadcast is where you want to spend it or to spend your money. Today, even I sent out a text when Harry Potter launched, and I had a customer who I think bought the very first Harry Potter and one other thing, and she bought this evening. And I know it's because she got the text because she went to my party that I'm associating with my project broadcast text. So, anyways, you've got to stay in front of your people. And I'm telling you, once you get this system down, it's just like wash, rinse, repeat. It's like washing your hair. It's nothing you have to think about. It's like, okay, we've got this launch. Here's what I'm going to do. And this is the biggest thing. You are not bothering anyone. If someone does not want to receive a text from you or they don't want to receive an email, they are going to let you know. Also, that doesn't mean that they're never going to buy from you again. It just means that they might want to be communicated in another way. So don't be sensitive to it. Also, I've heard, oh, I sent a text and no one did anything. Well, how many texts do you get throughout the day? And do you click on a link and buy every single time that you get a text? You
I
don't.
want everybody to reply. Only reply by going to my PWS. All right.
Exactly. So you just need to think about that. And the thing is, when they're ready for Scentsy, it's not going to be hard for them to find you because you're doing this. And I've only done one event this whole, actually, I can honestly say that all of 2023, my first event was last Friday. And so many people are looking for reps and they're looking for people to keep them informed. So you are not bothering your customers. So get that out of your head. But that's your 3-tiered marketing system. Get it down. It becomes a system and it's so easy for you. And it honestly, it works. Every email I send, I get PRV from it. Every text I send, I get PRV from it. But I will also say that's because I'm always
Consistent.
continuously building my list, and I am very consistent too.
Consistency is the key here. You are not bothering your customers. You're reminding them that you're in business. No different than our favorite brands and our favorite companies and our favorite stores are reminding us to shop with them. We need to stay in front of our customers, and we don't want to find out later that they wanted something that was only available or sold out in an hour because we didn't tell them about it. I text about every 10 days to 2 weeks to a lot of people. And then I intentionally text all my Star Wars people, all my Harry Potter people. I do not feel like that's bothering anyone. And I email every single week. And this time of year, I might hit them up every 5 days. I was contemplating a text tomorrow, or I'm not a text tomorrow. I was thinking I did an email on Friday. I'm thinking an email tomorrow and again on Friday and a text on Wednesday. And you cannot bother them too much. Okay. So you just stay in front of your customers. Okay. Another way to stay in front of your customers this time of the season is a personal open house. If you have not done this, if you have not found a 2 to 4 hour window, I say 2 hours, you could even do it 1 hour. I am available. I'm at my house. All you need is your smile, your catalog, and your testers. If you have a few things on hand, or you want to pull a couple of your products that you use to put out in front of them, small display. I do something salty, something sweet, and something to drink. Bottled water, a pitcher of lemonade or iced tea. That's the season. Maybe you want to do some hot cocoa. You do you. It could be a pot of coffee and some brownies. Simple, simple, simple. And when I say salty, I have done just little miniature bags of chips that I keep at the house for the kids and a bowl of candy that's wrapped. Super simple. Shopping hours is where it's at. An open house where they can come and look at the catalog, smell the scents, and order their gifts with you. And you are available. You're going to be home anyway. And if you don't have any guests, guess what? The invitation alone is reminding them that they need to see you, that they need a catalog, and that they want to smell the testers, which that leads me to the famous turkey trot. So if I could set the perfect recipe for your success right now, it's set a time. 1 to 2 hours is all it takes with your testers and your catalogs, and an invitation to everyone you know within 30 minutes of your house, or the coffee shop, or the clubhouse, or the pub, wherever you want to be, for 1 to 2 hours. What else are you going to have with you? you're going to have and all my stuff is out right now. I was like scrambling around to make a fake tester set, but I did just order some of those cute clear bags. I think you get like 50 of them that you see everybody having, 50 of them with, for 19 bucks. Don't spend any money. Use what you have, make it look cute, put 10 testers. Oh, I do have something. This is as simple as it could be. These are what I have in my house right now because all my sets are out. This is as simple as it could be. One catalog, one warmer of the month thing, a share sheet where they can write down orders, and just this many testers. If you get enough of those out, that could even drop in the mail for a couple dollars postage. You want to get as many of those out as you can for a turkey trot. So I'm going to tell you how I do my turkey trot, and then Lauren, you can elaborate on it. You want to shoot for 5 turkeys. Each turkey is going to be $100 in orders. So I want to look for 5 friends, family members, or neighbors or customers that are going to be getting together with their family for Thanksgiving. And I'm going to give them a packet within my budget or within what's available to me. Catalog, a few testers would be perfect for them to put in their suitcase and take with them out of town. If they're my neighbor, I'm going to unplug my wall fan. I'm going to give them my half-used counter clean. I'm going to give them some washer whips to put their blankets in because they're having out of town company. And then I'm going to make sure they have 10 or 12 testers and a catalog and a share sheet so people can say, it smells so good in your bathroom. Yes, and I'm getting ready to put together a holiday order. I'm ordering some Christmas gifts. Do you want to smell? And do you want to order with me? That's as easy as you want to make it for people. So if you put together 5 and you give them a goal of each collecting $100 in orders, you will have a $500 order to put together. So then you take the host rewards and you divide them up. 5 hosts, okay? 4 of them are going to get a half price item because on a $500 order, you're going to be able to give 4 half price items.
Actually, right now you're going to be able to get 5.
5
because we have that
blanket.
extra. So everyone gets
the half price item. So collect $100 in orders. You're getting me new contacts. I'm getting under more trees for Christmas presents and in the hands of new people. And I have given you a very achievable goal of placing your own order and getting one person to order with you. And who doesn't love to sit around on Friday or, oh gosh, how many years on Thanksgiving? Everything's cleared away. We're all sitting, we're full, the TV's on, and remember the days of getting out the newspaper? Like you'd get the paper and you'd go through the Black Friday ads. You have to like search down a paper. Most of us are doing this online. Well, you're going to give them the Scentsy catalog. And they're going to go through it and they're going to be so happy to shop together and smell the testers. Okay, so that is the turkey trot, you guys. Don't overcomplicate it. You contact one of us if you need ideas or you have some ideas and we can help you work through what you have available to you. And then the last thing I want to just touch on for the three things that we need to focus on. The first one, staying in front of our customers. The second one, finding new customers through our turkey trots and our open houses, our parties, events, pop-ups, demos, asking for the referral piece as part of that turkey trot. And the demos and the pop-ups, that's in my notes. I'm sorry, I didn't mention it a little bit more, but I'm going to the dentist to get my teeth cleaned. So guess what? I'm going to take them a fragrance flower and I'm going to put it at the reception's desk and leave them a few testers in a catalog because they're going to need to order some Christmas gifts. Why not order fragrance flowers and anything else in the catalog with me, right? So everywhere you're going is an opportunity to talk to people that are going to gift and encourage them to gift Scentsy. And then the third thing on the list is sponsoring. Lauren, do you want to touch on that a little bit about November is still a great time to offer this business opportunity.
An amazing time because you can get your new consultant and they're going to get a December 10th paycheck. And you know what's even better than that December 10th paycheck is the January 10th paycheck. So they can get the one before the holidays and then the one to help after the holidays. So you've got to keep meeting new people. Shelly talked about that. It's new customers, customer acquisition, because your best bet to get someone into Scentsy, when I was just at the home office, they talked about this. Most people join within a month of buying their first Scentsy product. You have to ask them by their second purchase. And the reason is because you're going to give them such amazing customer service that they're going to say, I'm never going to do that because I want you to be my consultant. So go ahead and keep meeting as many people as possible. Use those $59 kits, have them host $500 party, get that flip, get the sensational start, and then get them to certified. And it is completely possible. So all of this works. I can tell you my very first holiday season, the trip was to Disney, which was like not, I live in Tampa, so that's not that exciting to me. I was like, oh my gosh, last year they went to Hawaii. This year they're going to Disney World. That's an hour and a half away from me. But what I did want was, once I decided to do Scentsy, that I was going to really like put my name behind this, was I did a lot of networking because I came from like a business background. So I'm handing out my business card and it's like, oh, you're a lead consultant. What the heck does that mean? So right away for me, I wanted that title, a director, so that when I went to these networking groups, it's like a director title just translates over any type of business. And I remember talking to Shelly. So this is the other thing. Come to us to help you with your November plan, but you have to be coachable too. You have to be like, I wanted to make as much money as possible. I knew the holiday season was the time to do it. And I wanted to try to promote. I don't even think I knew what I was doing, but the main thing I wanted was to make money. And she's like, oh, you don't have enough basket parties out. You gotta get these turkey trots out. And I did it. And I also found, so how Shelly was talking about like giving demos, I had a neighbor refer someone in Pennsylvania. So any of my Pennsylvania people who are watching, this is how I found all of you. She referred a friend in Pennsylvania who was trying to find a Scentsy rep. Again, couldn't find a Scentsy rep, put all these requests in, wanted to have a party. So I mailed her a mini warmer and a bar. She got it and she's like, oh, okay, yeah, I am going to do a party. I said, this is my gift to you. And then she found a vendor event near her and said, I think I'm just going to sign up. So I have this whole line in Pennsylvania and New Jersey because at the time, the mini warmers were $15. I'm sure I got it half price. I'm sure I got my bar half price, but I was willing to spend that money and put it in the mail to her. So demos and using your inventory for making new contacts works. The turkey trots work. People are together. We all think everything's online, but like Shelly said, after they're finished with Thanksgiving, and like if the guys, I don't know, in my family, it's like the guys all gather, the women all gather. And then think of like, grandma and aunts and whoever's going to be around, how fun. They would actually like looking at something, and then also like sniffing all of the testers. So get those turkey trots out. And the biggest thing about how Shelly has phrased this is $100. That is not intimidating to your audience or your customers. If you say, you know what, if you can take this and get $100 worth of orders, you can get an item half price. And some of your customers, they're going to have a list for,
right?
Yeah, and they're going to have a list for you anyways. So they're probably going to be at $50 to $70, and then they're asking maybe their neighbor to order. So just coach them up. And she showed you something so not complicated. Remember Rachel? I think Alicia was at our retreat. She is over in England, is a rock star recruiter, and that's how she does it, is these $100 orders. But she had a very simple packet that she gives everyone, like a washer whiff sample. Well, I think she takes like a small container of the washer whiffs and puts one sample in it. But she said that's very impressive to people because I'm terrible with measurements or like ounces or anything. So sometimes seeing it, you're like, oh, wow, that's a lot more than what I thought for that price. So she does that, puts it in that container, a few testers, a catalog, some order. Hers is so simple. You don't have to get all crazy creative.
Oh,
The other thing about keeping it simple is if you want to sign up that person, they're probably thinking, oh, I could put something together like this. Like, I'm not too crap. If you give them this elaborate basket party that looks amazing, they're going to say, oh my gosh, I'm not crafty.
yeah.
I'm never going to be able to put something together like this. So just get out there November, think about that payday and what it can do for you and your family. I'm sure there's gifts you want to buy. Maybe there's something special during the holidays, like a tradition. What if you could use your Scentsy money to pay for that for you this year so that you could go out to that tree lighting and then maybe you only do the tree lighting, but this year you could go to dinner with your family, make a reservation after, or relieve some stress with some of the bills that you have right now with everything going on. So just think about that and what it can mean for you. It's totally worth it to work this hard right now in November. Just stay focused. I know we all, can all get distracted with all of the fun things going on, but take like 30 minutes. If you can take 30 minutes every day to really focus on your Scentsy business, like turn off your notifications on your phone, whatever you're going to do on your computer. If you're going to like schedule posts for yourself, just don't even click to see what the notifications are. Just set that timer and be really intentional, and you will see definitely you can make that 30 minutes work until our shipping cut off for sure.
Yeah, we have so much time. So we're going to use the 3-tiered marketing system. We're going to find an hour to 2 hours that we are available to our customers in person. Just the invitation alone is important. We're going to use that to front load our turkey trots and possibly the first 2 weeks of December, because we'll have a short window when December hits to get those orders placed in time for shipping. This is going to help us find our new customers that we're going to focus on building those relationships, because people are buying now, and now is the time for buying gifts, and we've got to stay in front of these people. And when they collect $100 in orders, and we've got that any party order that we're ready to close and they had success, we're going to turn around and ask them if they want it to be their first party and if they want to join our team and use that $59 kit. You guys, we went over, but I really feel like we have such a limited window of time to get in front of as many people as one, because we have a captive audience. Everybody is buying gifts. Everybody's in the holiday mood. Everybody's decorating their houses. Everybody wants to cuddle up and feel cozy, and their houses and spaces to smell good. So I'm going to stop the recording, and then we'll have a 5-minute conversation, and then we'll discuss what we want to do for next week. So thanks for joining us with the recording.